disruptors. That millions who grew up in poverty also saying what good can come out of the hood. Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Let me go ahead and get started over here real quick because I promise you, I'm not going to be long. I don't even got it in me on this broadcast to be long, okay? I'm not going to hold you whatsoever. Hope all is well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to those on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Hope all is well with everybody. If you are coming back around here, spinning the block, I want to say welcome back. And if this is your first time, then welcome for the first time, okay? The admission fee over here doesn't cost anything but a share, but a tag, but an invite. Copy the link, smash the like button, go ahead and subscribe, share to the DM, post it on your story. That's it, okay? And engaging is very, very important. The power of a share is simply this. You never know who needs your help, your expertise. You never know who needs your information, your transformation, your story. You never know who. So a simple share can go a long way. I talk about all the time how people share things, and I don't know anything about these people, but I am always, whenever I see something and it comes across my eye gates from somebody that happened to just take the time and share. Let me go ahead and silence this real quick. I don't know why my phone gets to popping off when I go live, but you never know who's praying for what, going through what, believing for what, and your share is free. It doesn't cost a whole bunch of your time, and it just helps me reach the people that I am supposed to reach. Hello, Jill. How are you? Okay. I titled this, Most People Are Not Ready for What in the Heck is Coming. A lot of the things that I thought, man, we have been in a tumultuous 8 months. Literally. We've been in tumultuous, I'm not even gonna cap, the last 5 years, going on 6 years, but it's been a heck of a ride here lately, okay? And we just getting warmed up. I put code red because there are a lot of things that are happening. I just want to show y'all some headlines. I ain't even gonna do a whole bunch of commentary. I'm just gonna pull it up on the screen, okay? I think everybody needs to know this. That's why I asked you to share this. Some people are looking for ways of escape. Some people are looking for, what can I do, okay, to get myself prepared. Some people are. It may not be you. And then again, it may be you and somebody else. So please share. I'm going to say that throughout this live stream because it is very important. At least we all aware, okay? That's mainly what's the key here. We are all aware, okay? Hold on 1 second. Let me get it pulled up here on the screen, and then, yeah, we'll go ahead and get it popping. Is this the first one I'm going to start with? I'll start here, okay, just to show y'all some headlines about a lot of things that are happening. And then you're also going to understand even more so why I'm coming up, pulling up up on y'all and offering y'all what I'm gonna offer y'all. Okay, map shows states where student loan delinquency is increasing the most. This is out here hurting people. This is out here hurting people. People who have had student loans for 38, 40 years, in some type of deferment status or some type of income-based repayment plan. You got this happening right here. And I'm just going over the things that are collectively happening. I choose to start the engine right here. This map, I'm going to show you, at least 10 to 12 states that are really feeling the pain. If you are in these states, then let me know in the chat, okay? But this map is showing where student loan delinquency is increasing the most. And the reason why this is a problem is because you are now indebted to the U.S. Department of Secretary. No, U.S. Department of Treasury. Excuse me. You are now indebted to the U.S. Department of Treasury. Your wages can be garnished. Okay. You can definitely have your taxes garnished. You can have any type of federal benefits garnished because you are in debt. So this is a big thing. And there are a lot of states that are already feeling the pain of, the student loan delinquency. We have pretty much been on a pause for the last 5 years. And then all of a sudden, all of this hits us right when all these other things are happening. So these are the states, okay? These 10 states saw student loan delinquency rates spike the most during that time. Missouri, okay? They struggling over there with the student loans. And I'm not making light of this. If your state ain't called, don't mean it ain't coming, okay? But this is where the most people are being impacted by going delinquent on their student loans. It is affecting their credit. And everything is based solely off of your credit. Everything. Where you gonna live, if you're gonna have a car to drive, they run it when you're going to go try to apply for a job, when you're trying to get car insurance, establish utilities, get a cell phone, rent a car, they are requiring credit. Okay, so Missouri is number one, Hawaii is number two, Vermont is number three, West Virginia is number four, Arizona is number five, Michigan is number six, New Mexico is number seven, Massachusetts is number eight, Arkansas is number nine, and Kansas is number 10. Now, let me tell you about these states and some of these states. Okay, they don't have the booming population and the thriving economy as Los Angeles, as Chicago, as the major cities. I know Kansas City, Missouri is pretty big, but it is riddled with, impoverishment, poverty. It's a lot going on, a lot of violence, a lot of that stuff going on. Okay. So a lot of these places that you see on the screen are more smaller than what you see as these big cities, Vegas. Let me see, did it click me off? Yeah, Vegas, Chicago, New York, Atlanta, the places that you don't see on here. Okay. And then you have this happening right along with Atlanta Housing Authority telling the landlords to freeze rent for Section 8 housing. You got millions of people are absolutely not ready for what in the heck is coming. We are in so much debt, and we are in so much debt that now we got to print our own money to try to pay for the debt that we're in, and then borrow money from other people because we don't have enough production in the economy. For one, there's been massive job loss and layoffs. We don't have a lot of people in the workforce anymore like that. So we're not fulfilling the need to pay back the debt. Therefore, the United States is relying on the United States to print money. just to pay its bills back, which is a dangerous thing. And this is why China and all those other countries are pulling, treasuries and notes from the United States and going elsewhere. Now you got, I don't know how big Atlanta's low income or Section 8 housing population is, but this is bad. This is bad. And we're just getting started, okay? I have a couple headlines I want to get through really quick because I ain't going to hold you. Number of sellers are taking their houses off the market. Skyrockets. The number of home sellers, the number of people putting their houses up for sale to try to get out of this mess is actually taking their houses off of the market in skyrocketing numbers. They can't sell them, okay? Facing reluctant buyers and increasing pressures to lower their asking prices, a growing number of American sellers are just taking their homes off the market entirely. They stuck. The insurance rates are extremely high, okay? They're insane. The interest rates are insane. So they're trying to dump them and get rid of them, but they're not able to get what they're asking for, which is a terrible thing. And it's causing mass amounts of people to have to take their houses off of the stock market. This is not a good look. Okay. You need a housing voucher to subsidize your rent in Colorado? Well, you're likely out of luck this year. I wonder why. It tells you in the art. I thought I had screenshotted a little bit where you guys can see more into the headline, but they don't have the funding to provide subsidized rent in Colorado. So now you got Atlanta Housing Authority telling landlords receiving Section 8 payments from the government that we don't got enough money, so you're going to have to freeze the rent payments. And then in Colorado, if you are homeless and you need a subsidized, a voucher or subsidized rent, low income rent, just not going to get it in Colorado. Ain't going to get it in Oklahoma. You're not going to get it in Atlanta. Okay? Not going to get it in Tennessee. They just don't have the funding. So you have people being affected by these student loans, credit being taken all the way down. Then they can't afford their rent and they can't even go apply for low income housing. Okay. Public housing across Colorado are not handing out no new vouchers this year for low income residents as they reckon with budgetary shortfalls. Federal Housing Choice and Voucher Program, also known as Section 8, helps low-income families, elderly individuals, veterans, and those with disabilities afford housing in the private market. Program participants have their rent partially covered by a subsidy paid directly to the landlord. The family pays the difference between the actual rent charged by the landlord and the amount subsidized by the program. The program, funded by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development and administered by Colorado's over 68 public housing agencies, has never been able to meet the needs of all the people in the state who are eligible to receive vouchers. Residents can languish on waiting lists for years. Others throw their names in a lottery year after year, hoping their numbers will be drawn this time, but they can't even assist these people. They can't even assist them, okay? Meanwhile, Sam Altman, Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and other tech giants, they want to go underground. We knew they've been building bunkers. I covered it over here. But the reason why they're building secret bunkers for world war crisis, pandemics, and climate disasters, it's just like, okay, what the rest of the people supposed to do? That's the big question. Y'all took all the American money. The biggest hijacking heist of history was when y'all closed down all these businesses and y'all had y'all, shop set up, had your apps ready in place, your platforms, and literally took all of that money from the American people. You instantly went overnight from brick and mortar to click and order. And now y'all gonna go run and hide. What about the people y'all took the businesses from? The universities, the hotels, Airbnb, giant, all of these. What about the people, the regular people who built these businesses from the ground up, that you literally took the wealth and transferred it over to your platforms and your systems? And now y'all running because of the next pandemic or climate disasters or world war crisis, which brings me, y'all just stay there. Remember those keywords, okay? And as y'all can see, August 2nd, 2025 is the date on this article. So this ain't no old article. They didn't came back up with it because they're doing it and buying it at an alarming rate to make people like, okay, what in the world is really going on? I know this looks weird, but it's real. No, you shouldn't Venmo the government to pay the national debt. Here are better uses for your money. So the government is asking you and I, the American people, to give them a payment on Venmo to help them out with the national debt. The national debt that we did not cause. The national debt that we didn't even agree to. A lot of us didn't agree to send all of this weaponry over to Ukraine. A lot of us did not agree for you to send aid packages and all of that stuff to Gaza. Off our blood, sweat, and tears. No, we did not. But now we are in such a bad situation. There is a financial economic tsunami that's about to hit us. That's the only way I could, explain all of this. All of this happening simultaneously is clear indication that we are in trouble. In big, big trouble. Okay? You can also set your money on fire, but we wouldn't recommend that either. Somebody's being sarcastic, okay? But splitting the national debt bill with Uncle Sam, who is not even a real person, which is an entity, is unrealistic and a waste of your hard-earned cash. Now, whatever you choose to do with your money is totally fine. That's up to you. But I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to put my coins in my family. Enough is enough. Y'all go ahead and figure out the national debt. Go ahead and tell Vladimir Zelensky to send some of y'all equipment and stuff back. All of this money that y'all been sending everywhere else except to the American people's pockets, paychecks, and bank accounts. Y'all can go tell them cats to give y'all the money back. What money we are making, and we are investing it into our family and our future, because y'all are untrustworthy at this point. Being untrustworthy, but even more so, okay? You guys are purposely causing this inflation. Purposely. Real talk, okay? But yeah, that annoying friend who's always strapped for cash when the bill comes? Yeah, Uncle Sam is that friend. And he wants to know if you can Venmo him some money. How many of y'all gonna Venmo Uncle Sam some money? Let me know. I ain't gonna clown y'all. I just want to know, okay? In a bizarre twist to the U.S. government's ballooning deficit crisis, the Department of the Treasury, the same people that's coming after your wages, say they will take 15% of your paycheck, okay, said that they will confiscate your Social Security and whatever other federal benefits to collect their money back on student loans when education is supposed to be for free. They are now accepting donations via the digital payment app Venmo to reduce the public debt, which is currently more than $36 trillion. Needless to say, if every American, including children, pitched in, we have to pay more than $100,000 to get that deficit under control. Hard pass, they can go suck lemons. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. It's a hard no for me. Sorry, love America. Bless God that I get to live here, but it's a hard no for me. Okay? I'm going to come back to that. Illinois, rent is becoming unaffordable, according to a new report. Well, duh. Everything is going up. Inflation is up 2.8%. Could go up to 4.25%. But our money is not going up. We don't have no other means. Our money is not growing for us. We still get the same amount of money, probably working even more than before. And we can't afford rent. But y'all got money to rush weaponry and all of this stuff to foreign nations. I mean, it's played out. You had all of our money to give to the immigrants. And if you're an immigrant, I'm not against you. I'm not against you, okay? Quiet is kept. I'm an immigrant too, if you want to be honest. Well, my ancestors were. I'm an American citizen, proud to be one. But my ancestors were immigrants. But nevertheless, they came over here and they did what they had to do. They built this nation, okay? And they had to abide by the law. And guess what? Their descendants, us, we have to abide by the law because we love our country. And you cannot come over here and steal all of the Section 8. Now, people don't have, Americans, veterans, homeless, disabled, low-income families don't have Section 8. We don't have low-income, low-income or affordable health care. They've cut all of the dang on Medicaid. People are dying because Medicaid will not approve a procedure. But y'all got money, you got rent, you got $1,600 in food stamps, $10,000 in cash aid assistance for people who didn't build anything. They didn't even sow a seed over here. They didn't even plant a flower over here. And they can become homeowners. They can get all of the food stamps, all of the low-cost benefits and assistance. And you devils got the audacity to ask us to give you a donation. Made the B system crumble. I don't care. Because God is my source. And what he tells me to do, I do. So that's why I ain't worried about it. You want to crash this country, crash it. It's wrong and evil anyway. If you got to send a dirty raven to feed me, you will. You did it in times past. So I'm not worried at all. Okay? One of the richest billionaires warns investors. Now, this is crazy. They don't warn everybody. This is the secrets of the wealthy, but I'm going to put y'all up on game, okay? Ray Dalio, I've been showing y'all a couple, posts from him. He's up there with Warren Buffett, one of the richest investors in the world, is warning other investors to at least take 15% of their portfolio and put it into gold and crypto because of the skyrocketing U.S. government debt. He's saying, look, make sure you diversify, allocate at least 15% from your real estate portfolio, from your other investments, whether that is into PRAs or, whatever other investments you have. Take 15% of that and go get you some gold and go get you some crypto. What about us? Gold is so unaffordable for us. For an ounce of it, we're paying 4 bands for an ounce of gold. So what about us? They all building stuff. Federal Chair Jerome Powell is building a $3.1 million Federal Reserve, which ain't even a government building. Them just the people printing the money to the corporation of the United States of America. They all playing in our faces. Look at old crooked Nancy Pelosi. $2.5 million in stocks and stuff. Look at, what's her name? Jasmine Crockett. Her salary is only this amount, yet and still she is valued at millions more. They all crooked, y'all. They all crooked. That's why I can't take none of them serious. God bless whoever he put in charge, right? And I ain't gonna put my mouth on him. You got enough people out here doing that. I'm not no dummy. But I'm gonna speak the truth. And I'm always sound the alarm. That's my job. I'm a watchman. Minnesota moves to terminate their housing program amid FBI fraud investigation. The state is seeking to stop the housing stabilization services program. Where is all these people going to go, y'all? Is this a concern to y'all or not? Let me know. Is this concerning to y'all? Is this concerning to y'all? I only got a couple more headlines. I just wanted to show y'all what's all popping and going on, okay? Michigan renters need to earn almost $25 per hour to afford housing. I want to know who is actually paying $25 per hour. Except like nurses, hospitals, firefighters are not making that. Okay? Medical assistants, people that do like real jobs. And I'm not saying no job is not real over the other one. I'm talking about like real hands-on, people are hurt. We got to save lives, that type of job. You got to be making $25 an hour to afford housing. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay? They asked the question, has cloud blank triggered extreme flooding in Colorado? I'm going to answer that for y'all. Yes. That's what happened in Texas where all them babies were swept away. That's what's happening in New Jersey. Okay? We ain't never seen no mess like this. In the summer, where is water coming from? People weren't really paying attention to the scenery. I check out all things. I'm like, all of this water is flooded and rushing down, but I don't see no water coming from that way. I see it coming from the ground and stuff, just driving and pushing people, all out into the sea. Where is this coming from? How is it 110 degrees and actually storming, pouring down torrential rains? How is that? That's crazy. But yes, if you go look up Texas, 2 biggest cloud seeding manufacturer bit, you go look it up. I just gave y'all 2 keywords. Texas seed clouding. They have offices where they do this, okay? Not crazy. I want to stick to my time limit because I still got to help a client after this, okay? But go look it up. I gave you the keywords to go look up. Texas has 2 seed clouding big plants, manufacturer building. It don't matter, whatever you want to call it. They out here playing God, okay? Ought to be concerning. You wonder why people is getting drowned and stuff. And you wonder why them fires happen in California and them people ain't being able to go back to their house. And now they building new projects and homes for the homeless inside of those places where billionaires and millionaires stay. They still haven't got no money to repair their homes. They can't go back and clean up their own homes. Okay? They can't do any of that. And now they have when they are able to go in and just check on their property, now they see new renovated buildings, more apartment style complexes. Them people paid millions of dollars to live where they living at. Same thing in Tennessee. Oh, we want to grab land. Same thing in Texas. They begged the man to sell his land. They wanted to build something through there. Y'all, listen, let me go ahead about my business. Okay, I'm talking too much. Let me make sure that was all of the receipts that I wanted to give y'all. I know it's 1 or 2 more. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. I think I sent it late. Let me go ahead and send this two more things to myself, either one or two. Is it on this phone? Okay, yep, here we go. Let me send this. Oh, come on. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Wanted to put this on the map because this is real life happening right now. Okay. When I woke up, I saw it. And I want to say 2 days ago, like Russia, not Vladimir Putin, but ex-official or spokesperson for Vladimir Putin put out a statement like, look, if the United States don't mind its business and stop trying to, uh, broker a peace treaty between us and Ukraine, then we're going to have some smoke with them, right? So Donald Trump hit him back with like, I'm going to actually give y'all a deadline to come up with a decision because we're not going to have this no more. So they hit back and was like, look, you're going FAFO, you're going to fool around and find out if you don't stop supplying them with weaponry and you don't stay out of our business trying to give us a deadline about when we're going to make a peace treaty. Okay. So this was Donald Trump's reaction. And before I sat down, Donald Trump said, if y'all want this smoke, you can have it. That was his latest statement. Okay. Woke up, Trump repositions 2 nuclear submarines after highly provocative Russian comments. The dude Medvedev, I think that's how you say his name, said Trump's new deadline for Russia to end the war with Ukraine is an additional step towards war. So when he said that, Donald Trump said, now y'all about to FAFO. I don't know who you playing with. But now we got 2 nuclear submarines out there in Russian territory. And Buddy is not playing with them. So this is an act of aggression to let him know, okay? Trump says he ordered subs repositioned in rare nuclear threat to Russia. Okay, the president described the move as a deterrent prompted by threats from a former Russian leader. It is unclear if any submarines did actually change the position. Oh, they did. He came out and said it out of his mouth. What y'all think? I'm just out here making threats? No, I repositioned 2 nuclear submarines out in Russian territory for threatening the United States. So we have this on our hands, and I want to, land the plane there because I just want us to be reminded of the prophecy I have been sharing and a lot of other things that I have been sharing before I have been sharing the prophecy that are along the same lines. We going back down on a restriction. What we do on this time, we're going to get a do-over from 2020, y'all. You ought to be learning something and doing something right now so that when it happens, you are not panicking. You have already pivoted. Okay? That's what this is all about. We do not have time to be buying into no system that is meant to destroy us. The federal chair said, I'm not lowering the interest right now. I don't see no reason for it. You don't see all these millions of Americans going homeless? You don't see all these millions of Americans being replaced by AI? You don't see all these millions of Americans going mentally overboard because they cannot deal with the pressures of everything that is happening? Hey, sister, how are you? You don't see all of this. People can't buy food. People who have never visited a food bank has to live there now to be able to eat. Only the people who are able to use AI are in some type of celebrity world where you can go get booked and busy, and only those people are really, and the investors, they have money to play with like Monopoly. They're doing real good. But what about the people who actually pay all these people salaries? And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Money is a currency, isn't it? Y'all let me know. Oh, he sees it all. It is us versus them 1,000%. 1,000%. And that is the number one reason why God himself is saying, look, you have been a part of that system for a very long time. Okay? There's bad on both ends. I respect who is ever in position because God put him there, whether for good or for evil. He used King Saul as an evil leader. Cyrus was a very brute man. He was a military unbeliever. Okay? Pharaoh was evil as hell. All he wanted to do was work the people to death. He was greedy, but God used him. And it says, pray for all that are in position, leaders. We're supposed to obey the land of the law. Okay? We're supposed to pray for them, not prey on them. And trust God. My faith is not in these politicians. Keep my eyes on God. I've been seeing a lot. And sadly, people choose to be ignorant. They do. And I have to let them be, sister. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for years with the people, trying to get the people on board, okay? So I told y'all that I was going to come by here. I got really tired on the last live. I'm going to try to get through this, really quick. I got like 22 different opportunities. If you missed them or you want to get your hands on them, you right now should be making money sitting on your butt, period, point blank. You ain't got to get up, go trade none of your time for no money. You ain't got to do any of that. Money is currency. We all know that, which means money grows when it flows. Currency is a stream. It moves, right? That's why they call the water currents. It moves. Sometimes it's chalky, sometimes it's still, but it's always flowing, right? And money is currency. It grows when it flows. And if you see where money has been moving to, that's where you should be to get you some more money. Why are we still trying to make an old broken system pay us what we think we've been due? We've been lied to. We have been bamboozled. We're just over broke. They never intended to give us more. They never intended for us to have wealth. They never intended for us to retire and live this American dream. That was never the intention. We were duped into a system that would keep us in this system producing labor for them for at least 65 years and then retiring on 40% of that after taxes, which would cause you to go back to work. That's why you see them old folks standing in Walmart, Lowe's, Target, ringing that bell talking about welcome back or welcome to this store. Or welcome to, Home Depot, or welcome to Targets, or welcome to the Salvation Army. This is why. This is why. Okay. I wanted to also show, because this is sick and this is a problem to me. To me, this is a problem. Hold on. Jesus, we lift you. Mm-mm-mm. Let me send this one to myself. This one is sick. It's enough for us, but it's really, really bad. And this could be your grandma, my grandma, your grandpa, my grandpa. I mean, it's terrible. For real, for real. And I just want y'all to see this right here. And this is the main reason why we all should be doing something. You don't want to be taking money and spending money. You want to be taking money and making it grow more for you. Money is currency. It grows when it flows. It don't grow when it's saved. And it don't grow when it's spent. You ain't going to get nothing but a receipt. Okay? And what's so crazy is how many of y'all, and this ain't delving in y'all business. I just want to give y'all an example about something that I just learned out about like a couple of days ago. How many of you guys got a bank account that you go to the bank and you bank with the bank? You put your money in there and hold it in there, all of that stuff. Let me know in the chat, okay? Don't take too long now, cousins. This I ain't got a long time. I know, sis, and God sees even if people don't. You've been on the wall, watching on the wall. I love you too. I have. I love God's people. He loves them. Therefore, I love them. But it's just time to move forward, beloved. These people are blind as Bartimaeus, okay? And it's dangerously scary. But I did my part, and I am very confident in that. I'm very, I am, excited. I'm honored to have done my part, but no. Sometimes pain got to teach people with pride or procrastination would not let them learn. And that is a sad thing. Y'all let me know in the chat. Y'all moving too slow. You got a bank account? I got a bank account. Okay, let me know. Yes, I have a bank account. Okay, cool. How many of y'all know the money that you go and deposit into your bank account? Any money you leave into your bank account? I know there's more than two of y'all that got a bank account. I know that for a fact. How many of y'all know that when you go put your money in this bank or hold it in there, that this is what the banks is doing? Now, I do know that the banks, they invest with your money. I do know that, okay? But what I did not know these devils do, and I want y'all to go look at that, right? I didn't know that they take our money and go invest in cash value life insurance policies, what I teach my clients to do to create generational wealth, that the bank literally takes our money and go invest in cash value life insurance so that they can set up generational wealth outside of the bank for their families. How you taking the people money and investing in cash value life insurance policies? They got a $500 million policy on their loved one. When that person died, that trust, okay, is now funded $500 million. They can pay you back your little $100, your $1,000 you got sitting up in there. Scandalous. I was just like, oh, okay. It's a tax efficient way to offset the cost of employee benefits, including pre and post retirement medical coverage, group life insurance, and qualified retirement plans. You can't make this up. Yes, banks do invest in cash value life insurance, specifically through a strategy known as bank-owned life insurance. I need y'all to go look that up. It's deep, y'all. It's deep. They take our money and go make their families filthy rich. Didn't I tell y'all that's why we needed to build a trust? And then go get these cash value life insurance policies, policies you should have that will keep your family rich forever. And the trust is the beneficiary, not an individual. Now the banks take our money and go invest in life insurance policies to make their families rich for life. You can't make this up. Meanwhile, let me turn this because I'll get really super turned up and I don't want to get turned up. Okay. Then they get to take advantage of the tax advantages. You devils is out here doing you big one. Boy, you devils. That's why I always come by here to tell you about the secrets that the wealthy keep and what they do. Okay. They get stable rates of return, like CDs, bonds, or commercial paper. Boy, these people, these devils right here, boy, these people are something else. Okay. Meanwhile, even six-figure earners are struggling with credit and debt. Even households earning $150,000 a year are struggling with credit card, house payments, rent, car payments, you name it. They're struggling. How are you making six figures and still struggling? In America, the richest nation on planet Earth. More high-income Americans around the U.S. are failing behind on their credit cards and auto loans, a sign that even people earning more than six figures are more likely to struggle financially amid shifts in the economy. This game wasn't set up for nobody to do nothing but the rich to get richer, the wealthy to get wealthier, and the poor to get poor. Ain't that something? And you see grandma right here? Grandma is homeless. This is dirty of the dirty of the dirtiest. This is America. This is America. And let me tell you how dirty the banks are, okay? Y'all know this happens in the NFL. Y'all know this happens in the music industry. If you don't know, I'm about to put y'all up on game, okay? If I go work for Interscope, it ain't enough for me to make music and make them money. They go put an insurance policy on me. If I die or get boring, Michael Jackson, Prince, I'm gonna be worth more in my death than I'm gonna be in my living. And they take out insurance policies. So this is what the bank is doing. Do you know how many people die every day? Ooh, Father. No, the elderly must be protected. You daggone Skippy. The six-figure earners are some of the first to commit suicide. Now, I don't believe that at all. It's more of the I'm in this space. No six-figure earners. These are billionaires who have built empires and lost it all, are the ones more susceptible to go and take their lives. It's those people who put all of their money inside of a stock or something like that, or inside of some type of scam, crypto scam, life insurance, health insurance scam, investment, and they lost everything. And now they can't go face their family. Now they're going to lose their home and they can't provide for their children anymore. It be them ones. I'm a six-figure earner. They even made seven figures and ain't never thought about taking my life. And there's a lot of people I run with that are six-figure earners. And that's not what we thinking. We just learning how to pivot so we can keep what was coming in through the good, the bad, and the indifferent. But it's them billionaires. Why? I don't know. You built it once, you can build it back. But I guess, with being in debt and all of that stuff, that might pile up on them real bad, because you can't pay nobody and you pressurize, you just, you use a done deal at that point. But check this out. This ain't no just regular smuggler grandma, okay? What do I live on? Florida seniors, plural, are becoming homeless at an increasingly rapid rate. Here's what experts say is driving this alarming trend. While This is something else. I thought I had screenshot the whole entire article or shared the article. But the elderly people, the senior citizens are becoming homeless. What in the name of the Lord is going on? I could not. You couldn't tell me that this would have been real a couple years ago. It's so many people living out of their storage facilities now. It's ridiculous. That's the new normal. That people go rent a storage facility for like 30, 40, 100 bucks a month, and now they're living in them. And that's for the ones who can't afford hotel stays. There's so many families living in hotels, extended stays, and different things of that sort. Airbnbs, long-term Airbnbs, because of the high rent, the bad credit. They can't go move from this place and downsize because their credit is messed up. Okay? So with that being said, this is why they're building them everywhere. Yep. Now I realize what these warehouses and stuff that closed down, what they're gonna be used for. Okay. They still going forward with they plan to build smart cities, 15-minute lockdown cities. That's what I call them. Y'all know New York, okay, passed that law. Let me go see what the name of, I think it was New York 2 point something. Tell y'all right now, New York 2, I think it was 213 bill or something. Yeah. All right, let me let y'all see what this is. They passed this a couple years ago. And then they're going to amend HR, I think it's HR 1.3 or HR 13, where they are going to amend the Department of Labor to be able to allow the business owners that hire you to determine if you're going to be an employee or an independent contractor. Meaning you can go work for Kaiser Permanente Hospital and they can keep you right at the threshold of 32 hours, because 33 would mean that you would have to be a full-time or considered a full-time employee, where they would have to give you benefits, time off, vacation pay, health insurance, dental, vision, that type of stuff. Well, they are amending that. They amended it. They're not amending. They amended it. Okay. That now jobs can say, well, they're not an employee. I consider them and their workload as a 1099 contractor, a sub gig. I don't got to give them no benefits. I don't got to give them no vision, dental insurance, no holiday vacation pay. I don't have to give them that. I just showed y'all that, and I will show y'all that again. Okay. But I wanted y'all to look up this real quick, okay? Because this passed about a year or two. I reported on it. Okay? This is the bill. I want y'all to go look it up. NY 2.13. Okay? Likely refers to Rule 213 of the New York State Sanitary Code, which pertains to the isolation and quarantine of individuals during public health emergencies. Whether they think you are, or you say, no, I just gotta, no. We get to take you from your house and put you in an undisclosed place in isolation and quarantine. If we think it's a health emergency, it ain't gotta be declared a health emergency. Okay? This rule outlines the procedures and legal framework for handling situations where individuals might need to be isolated or quarantined to prevent the spread of infectious disease. You can't make this up. They passed a bill where you do not get to say, well, I don't want to go over there, say a pandemic happened. I don't want to go over there. This law gives you zero choices. Zero. Your kids, you, It don't matter. This is a law that passed. And if we think it is an emergency and you have the potential to take that to your child or your husband, we will put you in our place of isolation and quarantine for however long we want until we decide you're suitable to be released. Okay? And then let me go ahead and pull up this HR, I think it's HR 1.3. It's either 1.3 or it's either 13. Let me stop sharing because I got it over here and I'm not going to take the whole long time to go try to go look for it and find it. I'm going to just come right over here to the place where it's at and I'm going to show y'all exactly what this bill is. Let me come over here and open this up so I can just go right to it. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's HR 1319. Okay, my bad. HR 1319. I thought it was 3 or 19. But let me show y'all so y'all can go look it up, okay? Shalom, sister. Okay? To amend the Fair Labor Standard Act of 1938. Why? It's 2025. Why would you need to amend this? And the National Labor Relations Act to clarify the standard for determining whether an individual is an employee and for other purposes. So now if I want to say no, they work 40 hours, but they're not an employee. Okay, they're an independent contractor. Then I can do that and don't have to pay them any type of benefits outside of their labor and their wages. If I want to reduce their wages because they are, 1099 workers, I can do that too. What's going on, Sister Sharnetta? So here's some opportunities that I have for y'all, before it goes down too bad. Y'all should be in position, okay? Clearly, you can see these people do not care about you whatsoever. They don't care about me. I've been saying it. I'm going to keep on saying it. We can clearly see it by now, okay? They don't care. They don't care if we sink or we swim, so we have to care, okay? Since there is so many credit problems happening that they're creating, the best business that I would ever get into is helping people fix it. Okay? That's the best business I would get into. If I got something that could help you remove negative items, take student loans off according to consumer law, because they don't expect us to know the law. They expect us to be dumb sheep, but not to know the law. And we have consumer law, okay? Lots of them that protects our information from being sold, transferred, to being reported inaccurately, all of that good stuff, okay? So the best business that I would start now and anytime is a business that works anytime, okay? I don't care if y'all have a recession, them debtors gonna be still calling. Hello, somebody. I don't care if y'all have a pandemic, them debtors is still gonna be calling. Hello, somebody. We all know this because they were still calling during the pandemic. Okay? Credit scores were still being affected during the pandemic. Okay? They still wanted their money during the pandemic. Okay? So if you're gonna start something or get into something that's going to be around for a very long time. And a lot of people gonna need it. That way you will always be in business. Credit ain't contingent on the stock market. People finna have houses, loans on their credit report. Listen, for hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's called a financial transaction. It's not supposed to be reported. People going into foreclosure, okay? because they can't sell their house. The housing market is tanking. The dollar is dying. That's why Donald Trump passed the Genius Bill and the Big Beautiful Bill to introduce into law digital currency. If you ain't got nothing digital, what you gonna do? If your only means of making money has been going and trading your time for money, and that's all you got and barely got enough of that, when the boo-boo hits the fan, baby, you and your kids and everybody else gonna feel the pain, okay? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And the other day, when Jerome Powell said, I am not going to lower the interest rates to help the American people out, that really told me, on top of all the other stuff that they got going on, but that right there, because y'all have the opportunity with a flick of a button to increase the gas prices or lower them, increase the food with a click of a button. You ain't got to go to no systems in those states and rewire anything. With a click of a button, you can turn it up or down, and you remain to keep it up while we out here suffering the way that we are suffering like this. That's not going to happen. And so therefore you have to get you something in place, in position. And now, these superpowers is out here. I forgot to show y'all. I'm going to show y'all on the next time what China working with. When you see what China working with, you will be like, it's going to put us to shame. It's going to put us to shame. You understand me? I don't know why I have this bump in my ear and it's really aggravating me. So if you see me over here messing around with stuff, that's what I'm messing around with. Nevertheless, I have half off sale. Okay. I have half off. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss this live. Stuff that I charge discounted prices is going to be even half off. I'm going to help you help you. Okay. I'm going to help you. If we go on another restriction, and when we go on another restriction, and we're going to go on another restriction, I believe it's sooner than later. I believe that God has given us grace and he is withholding some things. Okay. If we go to war, the whole entire country, everything is suspended, right? And I will be honest with you. The elections will be suspended. Everything will be suspended. The law and order, the Constitution, everything will be suspended. Okay. And that is what has been said of what, Mr. Trump might try to do. And I don't know. He might try to stay in power and do something like that. I'm not too for sure. Okay. I'm not even concerned about it at all because God is still on the throne. And that's who I worship and I serve. If they want to go ahead and do all of that, my top priority is to obey God and listen to what he's telling me to do. If I obey him and listen to what he's telling me to do and grab these streams of income, then I'm going to be quite all right. I know that for a fact. I'm going to be quite all right. Whatever they decide to do, he's going to back me because I was obedient. Type that in the chat. He's going to back me because I was obedient. If I beat my feet, if I procrastinate, I can't blame that on him. That's on me. And if I get punished for not being in position or procrastinating too long, putting it off to the next day as if I had the next day, then whatever happens to me and my family is on me. That's not on them. As long as I obey what he tells me, when he tells me, then I am safe. Psalm 91 is, I'm covered, wrapped up, dipped in it. Psalms 91. And I can stand on it because I'm obedient. Okay? Because I'm obedient. But I got about maybe 20 different opportunities. Okay? He gonna back me if I'm obedient. Make sure you put that in the chat. He told Joseph, if you don't get to Goshen, you and your whole household will come to poverty. If you don't obey me and do what I say and go where I say go, you're going to come to poverty, you and all that you own. If I obey God, even if I don't understand it, even if it don't make no sense, even if it's sacrificial, I can put God, you told me, and I listen to you, not to man. And I know you're not going to fail me. Okay? We need to be asking God right now. Give me something that's going to sustain me and my family. And I'm not just talking about my intermediate family, because your love is long as it is wide. Give me something that's going to sustain my bloodline, just like you did with Noah. Okay? Noah told them people for 40 years it was going to rain, and them people thought he was lying until they felt the first drop. Rain didn't come from the sky. And now you had rain coming from the sky and rain flooding from the bottom. And now they can't get on the ark. Now they can't be safe, so they're going to drown. Because you had that time. He is going to back me if I'll back. I am a curse breaker in the family. That's what I'm talking about. So we got to move accordingly. Anybody that types in over here, God calls you. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. God called you to do something for your family, not just for yourself. That's what I will say. Let me play this. Hold on. Let me play this real quick because I need to go over and empty my bladder in the ladies' room, and then I'll be right on back. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all these 19 opportunities. I'm going to tell you right now, you can leave at your own will. There's nobody forcing you here, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to offer some discounts that you don't want to miss. Okay. And I'm only doing it on this live. You got to be present on this live, because I'm only going to do it on this live. Okay. So give me about 3 minutes. I got to walk on the other side of the house, and I'll be right back. Okay. Let me play this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on. Let me play this one and then turn on the screen. This one thing I know, I'll put my trust in you. I'll put my faith in you. And y'all see how people come in over here and get the information and then flee when it's time to take action? If that's you, go ahead and leave the check, okay? I'm here to serve you, not to sell you anything. I love you enough to try to help you, okay? I love you enough to try to help you and to help your family. But y'all notice, y'all pay attention. People will come over here, get this information, do absolutely nothing with it, and then when it go down, they be the first ones trying to curse God and trying to, why people don't help us, give us, them be the first ones. If that's you, beloved, go ahead and exit left. We love you still, okay? We love you still. If you're not gonna do nothing and you ain't gonna do what God told you to do, you might as well just go on off and party, do all the evil stuff that you want to, because you're gonna give an account about why you ran and why you did not heed and hearken. And all the people associated and connected to you, you're going to have bloody hands on their behalf too. I'll be right back now.
If you're like most people, you've come to the end of yourself. You're watching this video right now. Out of over 100 billion pieces of content, you're listening to me at this appointed time in your life. This moment is your path to clarity. This speech is a catalyst for alignment and transformation. Let this be the last talk, the last moment that you need to change everything in your life. It's your turn, your time. It's time to upgrade. your operating system. And when you come to your breaking point, when you decide to get committed and devoted, and you are determined that nothing will separate you from the destiny that you've been called to fulfill. Everything is about to come alive in your life every day. Approximately 150,000 people pass away. I don't mean to sound morbid, but I'm just being honest. They die. Let that statistic not only sink in, but serve as an underscore of the urgency of our existence and the fleeting nature of life. Let that be a reminder of your mortality. At the end of our lives, we will ask ourselves, did we live? Did we love? Did we matter? Did we fulfill our destiny? Time is running out. Your days are numbered. It's time for your effort to become focused and effective. But let me be clear about one thing. Your life will remain unchanged until you are willing to identify what is wrong with it and accept the responsibility to change it. If you wake up and do not like the life that you see and don't believe you are in alignment with God's purposes and plans for your life, the question is, how did I get here? We are all running a program. Some of us have been running the program of fear, scarcity, lack, doubt. Everything that's good sounds like a scam, that I'm supposed to be poor and broken and betrayed and tired and weary. That's the program that you run, that you have to be an employee for the rest of your life. That's a program. The program you've been running has gotten you as far as you're going to get. And if you don't upgrade, nothing is going to change.
All right. 3 minutes exactly. Thank you. I appreciate it. With that being said, I'm going to take the next 20 minutes and then I'm going to let y'all go, okay? I'm going to go through it pretty quick. Some of these things you have heard me offer. What's going to be different is I'm offering it to you at a discount. If you want it, this is the rules, okay? If you want it, you got to grab it. And you got to be ready to grab it up now because it is on a double discount. Seriously, to help you guys be able to get some cash injection before they kill the dollar completely and implement this dang on digital currency that not many people have. Here is an opportunity to take something that's already did, something that's already proven, something that will apply to you, and something that could apply to your family, that could apply to your people that you're responsible for. If you don't have any family, things that can apply to your future, because that's what it's all about. We're not living for today. We're living for the future. We're building for the future. Okay, we're building for who we're going to transform. Who are we going to, empower? That's what we're building for. Today is a present. Today is a gift. We're supposed to enjoy this gift today, but this gift today is not for our future. Okay. When I talk about credit and people needing it, I have a credit business in the box. I'm going to just start right there first and foremost. Okay. I'm going to start with the suite first. Now, let me explain to you, like 2 minutes, explain to you why I push and promote the suite. Normally, it takes 30, 60, 90 days of rounds of disputes, right? Now you will see great results. Don't get me wrong, especially when you apply consumer law. But this is you going back and forth with the credit bureaus, credit businesses. That's what we're going to start calling them because there ain't no credit bureaus. Okay. But when you do the sweep, you bypass the bureaus. You say the bureaus have violated me. Now I'm going to the top dog. The top dog is the CFPB. This is the department that Donald Trump is dismantling. That's why you need to be doing it now. The credit agencies or businesses just got sued by the CFPB. Why? For violating us, consumers' law, saying that you investigated the matter, reporting inaccurate double accounts, false accuracies, derogatory reports. There's not supposed to be no financial transactions. Many people don't know that when you buy a house, you pay for insurance that will cover foreclosure. If you don't know that, you'll accept the foreclosure, get out of your home, okay? And let them repeat the process of putting $3, $4, $5, $600,000 more debt on somebody else when they take it and put it back on the market and sell it to somebody else. And the cycle just goes on and on. It was never, ever intended for you to buy a house flat outright. This is why you need to buy land and build your own house. You are free of insurance. Well, you do want to have insurance to protect your property if you live in that type of place, but you're free of all of these other fees, these long-term 30, 40-year lock you into debt. You're free of all of that. Okay. Totally free. You can buy you a piece of land for $300, $400 and then go get you one of these module homes, okay? 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom, selling them for $129,000. Guess where you can get that money from? From the USDA. Why? Because you bought land. It's a way to play the game, but let me stick to the credit. The sweep allows you to go to the big dogs, and the big dogs take on the investigation and say, all of these items that my client has submitted on behalf of y'all violating their consumer law. You have this amount of days to validate this debt and show me that you validated it, and they cannot. Consumer law has been used in the complaint that they filed, saying this law you violated. And since we are like the Border Patrol, since we are the government and you have breaking consumer law, we will sue you and hold you accountable, right? So the sweep clears you. It's an aggressive sweep that attacks all 3 credit bureaus, okay? TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. It works on all 3, straight up. And it will sweep you clean in 4 days. Why do I say go after it in 4 days? Because if you sweep clean in 4 days, right, and you clean all of the negative late payments, all of the comments and remarks, charge-offs, all of the debt sold, all of the misinterpreted personal information, your name spelled like this and your name spelled like that, your name spelled like this, okay? I'm just hearing of this for the first time months ago at consumer law. Yeah, go look up consumer law. I can show it to y'all. Consumer law. Go look up what consumer law is, and it protects you and I. If we don't know it, then we can't apply it. But if they break it, we can sue credit bureaus. I have a brother. His name is Joe. That's what he live off of, suing the dog dollars out of the credit bureaus who violate you. Okay? That's all he do. Navy, all of that. We have consumer laws that say our financial transactions cannot be reported on no credit report. What is a financial transaction? A credit card payment, a car payment, a cell phone bill payment, a medical bill. Those are financial transactions against the law. If they charged off any vehicle or they charged off any debt, they were supposed to send us a 1099, okay, stating what they charged it off for. Give us the 1099 because it was our debt, right? We ain't got no 1099. Before they ever post a late payment on your credit report, they have to send you a note 30 days prior before posting that on your credit report that they about to put a late payment on your credit report. None of that has happened to any of us. So you take the credit sweep, okay? You sweep it clean from all negative, derogatory, obsolete, and erroneous reporting information on your report. So now you got a clean slate. What you're going to do next is you're going to take your beautiful self into a bank with your clean credit and your new credit score, okay? And you are going to go get some loans. Now, you're not going to go get no loans to get rich the way that you thinking. You're going to take them loans and you're going to buy income producing activities, real estate. You can go ahead and get you a fourplex. You live in one, you eliminate rent for the rest of your life and you rent out the other three. That's passive income. You take the money that they lend you and you pay them back out of the money that they lent you for up to 2 years. So 2 years you are in profit mode and you got passive income coming in. You don't go get their money to get in debt and you have nothing to pay them back. That's how you get into bad debt. But there's a such thing as a good debt. Okay, I can go buy a business. You give me 50,000, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take 12,000 out of that 50,000 to pay y'all back for 2 years in advance. That leaves me 38,000 to work with. Now I'm gonna go find me a business, okay, on Zillow or somewhere that is selling their business. I don't care if it's a barbecue joint. I don't care if it's a chiropractic. Doesn't matter if it's a lash business. Doesn't matter if it's an online business. It's already generating revenue. That's what I'm concerned about. They selling it for 35,000 and they said it's bringing in about, $5,000 a month. Cool, I want that. Because now I can take all them financial statements, all the information will be transferred into my name. I can take all the financial statements to verify that my business is making money, and I can go to the SBA and get me something called a $1 million micro loan. Okay, $500,000 micro loan. Okay, so now I can take that money and then pay them back up to 2 years and go buy me a whole apartment complex. Now I got 20, 30, 40 people paying rent. Hello, somebody. Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Just let me know in the comment section. Okay, so the sweep is for you to be able to make fast moves. Anybody want that? I normally sell the sweep at $97. I'm selling it $50 to the first 5 people that want it, and you got to let me know in the chat if that's something that you want, okay? I done showed y'all many receipts of people going from $550 to $800, okay, in one day with this sweep. Going from 0 to 701 points in one day with this sweep. This is the reason why you use the sweep. You use the sweep so it can sweep you clean. You ain't got to go back and forth, deleting 5 to 6 items every month and then going back and forth with the credit bureaus. No, you go to the big dogs get it done, then you go ahead and go to the bank. If you want that, put a 1 in the chat. Only 5 of y'all will get it for $50, okay? And then it goes back to $97. If you want to pay $97, that's fine, but I will not come on here on no live offering it to you for $97. You will have to buy it from my AI assistant. Hello, somebody. Not only can you take this credit sweep and sweep your credit, guess what you do now? Let me sweep my mama credit so she can go and get funded. Matter of fact, let me call the whole family up over here, okay? Let me call the whole family up over here, okay? Once I call the whole family up over here, auntie, we going to get you together. Uncle, we going to get you together. Sis, bro, we going to get y'all together. Mommy and daddy, we going to get y'all together. We going to do our sweep all at the same time. All of our credit going to get swept. And then we're going to all go and hit the bank up, baby. This is how you create family millionaires. Hello, somebody. If I already have decent credit, how can I use the credit sweep to sell it? If there's anything, because if you have decent credit, now let me tell you why the sweep really matters. When you go for funded, they're looking for at least 2 or less hard inquiries. If you got more than 2 hard inquiries, they're not going to give you no funding. If you got any late remarks, any negative accounts that maybe was charged off, or you settled with the company, it just kind of like 7 years, statute of limitation ran out, they still ain't going to loan to you. The sweep gets you bank fundable ready. It gets everything off. But if your credit is all the way together, sell it. Because somebody ain't. Somebody isn't, okay? Move on to the next thing. I have a complete business in a box, which is a credit business in a box. I sell this for $4.97 because I cannot sell it for lesser than that. However, 3 of y'all will be able to get it for $250, right? It's a whole entire business in a box. If people that you know got child support, here's a letter to get it removed off your credit report. If you got student loans, here's a letter to get that off your credit report. If you in check systems, here's a letter to get that off your credit report. If you in garnishment, here's a letter to get that off of your report. You still owe the debt, but it ain't going on your credit because it is illegal to be there. It's put on there to stop you from getting resources and funding and finances to help you get out of debt, okay? It has over 70 dispute letters. It has CEO banking rep managers where you can actually call them up and say, hey, I have a 680 credit score. This is what I have on my credit report. I would like to get $75,000 in funding. What must I do? Oh, we'll look at your profile. Well, we can at least get you 45. You have the bank reps contact numbers. When I tell you people are charging $2,000 to get access to the bank reps contact numbers, this is already inside of there. You already have ebooks already built out for you, how to start business credit. If your credit is not good, how to start business credit and leverage that in as little as 4 weeks. You can have business credit and then go and get funding in your business name, which you can leave your personal alone. Go buy you some land, go buy you whatever, okay? Fix your personal credit with the rest of the funding. There is all kind of lenders, CDFI lenders, angel investors. There's all kind of people that will give you money if you got an EIN, call the business, okay? So it already got building business credit in there. It already got how to dispute bankruptcy. Everything you need is already done for you. It's already done for you. I cannot sell it for lesser than $497. That's why I'm only going to be able to offer this to 3 people because my money got to go in it. If you put up $250, I'll put up the $247 for 3 of y'all to get y'all hands on this business in a box. You can't sell it for lesser than $497 when you purchase it from me, unless you're going to put your money up and help somebody like that. So I'm talking about the whole business in a box all together. But what you can do is there's 70 templates in there. Okay? You got repossessions, evictions, bankruptcy, credit card, whatever they put on our credit, it's there, right? I can sell each template. If I just wanted to sell each template for $27, I got 70 of them to sell for $27. Okay? Not only that, I got done for you ebooks that I can sell for $47.97. I believe it's 4 or 5 of them in there for you. Okay? So if you want that, put a 2 in the chat. One whole side is about education. It's about consumer law. It's about statute of limitation. So one half of the business in the box is all about education, how to read your credit report, how to use AI to create your dispute letters, all kind of stuff. And then the second half is all strictly business that you can sell, how to set up your website to sell it. So you ain't got to worry about, well, who gonna buy it from me and all of this, how to set up your website. Everything is done for you. The visuals, the graphics, everything is done for you. If you want that, put a 2 in the chat, okay? And I got to hurry up and get up out of here. So that's what I have on the credit. The reason why I say credit, it's a business that never goes out of business. And I'm always going to have me some money. Now, I want to tell y'all, like my sister up here, Sharita, she has decent credit. So if she wants to boost her score, what I would do is add me some trade lines. Say, for instance, her score is a 650 and she want to get to an 800 in 7 to 14 days. As soon as they add these trade lines to her report, of what a trade line is, say, for instance, Navy gave me a $50,000 credit card limit, and I haven't spent much money off the card. I'm under my utilization and I have had this card for the last 6 years. Now, Sharita needs to boost her score to go buy her house, to go get her a loan, to get her a new car, whatever it is she want to do. She want to boost her score, and she need to boost it fast. This is the same thing that the mortgage companies do. What I would do is add her on as an authorized user. So now my 6 years of history is now added to her report. It will show on her credit report that for 6 years, she had a $50,000 credit card from Navy Federal under, the utilization, and it's this big old great amount. Now, she won't get a card. She won't get access to my bank account. She will get access to my history. You add 3 of those to your credit report, and guaranteed you will see anywhere from 150 plus 200 points added to your credit report. This will help you go get funding, housing, whatever it is that you need or you want to get, using your own personal credit. So that's what if you had good credit, that's what I would do. Whether you got good credit or bad credit, if you are able to put somebody in a position to win, then these are things that already has been done for you. You don't got to figure it out. All you got to do is tell somebody, hey, if you need to boost your score 100 to 200 points within the next 30 days, then I have some trade lines. So I give you connection to the trade lines for wholesale. You might buy it for $50. But you sell 10 spots available for $250. Okay? Now you got $2,500 in one day off of one trade line. But you got some other trade lines you can sell. You got a 50,000 Bank of America trade line. You got 5 spots, right? You're charging $1,000 to be added to a $50,000 trade line. You got 5 spots. That's $5,000. I've showed y'all a $17,000 day on trade lines. I've showed y'all $10,000 months from January all the way up till present, just selling trade lines. Put a 3 in the chat if you want the trade line plug. I normally charge you $4.97 to be added to the private group, to be given the information to the wholesale trade lines, give the play on how to sell them the whole 9 yards, okay? I usually charge $4.97. For a couple of people, maybe 3 or 4, I will allow you to get into this group for $250. If you want that, if you want the business in a box for $250, only 3 of y'all. I will probably allow 3 to 4 of y'all to get in on the trade line plug. I've showed you $10,000. Okay. Sorry, sister. What was the price on number 2? Number 2 was the business in the box. So the credit sweep was number 1. 4-day credit sweep is number 1. The business in a box is number 2. The trade line is number 3. Okay, so this is how I boost scores really quickly, rapidly. We attack the credit with the sweep. We boost the score with the trade lines, and then we help you get funding. Okay, because we get paid on the back end. We help you get big funding. And I'm not talking about no little funding. I'm talking about big funding. Can you make your screen big again on you? Yep, I'm finna stop this right here. Actually, because I want to show y'all receipts. I got them. Y'all know I come to the table with receipts, Sway. Let me show y'all just on a trade line play. After we get your score where it needs to be, then we're going to go get you funding like this. This could be your reality in 30 days, technically. I'll say 45 days at the most, but 30 days technically. You could actually have funding like this, okay? This is what we get our clients. That's why I was telling y'all to get in on the funding, because that's where you get your big bag from. You can charge for free on the front end. Let me get you funded. On the back end, I'm going to charge you 10% of what I get you funded for. If I get you $1 million in funding, and I know where to get $1 million in funding, I know exactly what I need to get you $1 million in funding. That is $100,000 payday from one client. This right here is a $22,000 payday from just getting $220,000 in business funding. Okay. So, we do something called funding stacking. Okay. We can at least minimum on the front end, and this is for another opportunity, but this is my husband. We have all ran these plays, $75,000 play to $80,000 live stream play. We didn't ran these plays, and this is why it is important to get your credit together. The possibilities are limitless, literally. Trying to go down here and show y'all some receipts from having these trade lines, having your credit swept, and then having these trade lines added to your, let me see where this is at. Hey, Papa. Where are you? Here we go. So I'm going to show you some results of the trade lines first. And then I'm going to show you some receipts of what you can make on the trade lines monthly. Okay. Let me go this way. This is a trade line added. This is a sweep and a trade line added. And in one day, they went from nothing to 701 points. This was for somebody with a CPN. But we took it from absolutely nothing on the 9th. Friday the 9th, they was at nowhere. Okay. And Monday the 19th, they had 701 points. Literally. Okay. So this is what a credit sweep, and this is what adding the trade lines will do. As you can see, 701 point increase. What happened? We added a trade line. A new American Express account was detected. This is what happened when we do the sweep and we add the trade line. Okay. As you can see right here, same thing. 701 on Equifax. We was just waiting at the time for TransUnion to update, but 700s all across the board. And then you turn around and you go get that big old funding. Okay. We can get you 25,000 there, 25,000. That's 50,000. That's a $5,000 payout. Okay, we can go get you 22,000 over here. We don't have a problem getting you funded. We know exactly where you need to go get funded. And I just want to share this because this should be everybody's goal. Go buy you 1 or 2 acres of land and put you and your family on it. Okay, if you the one. If you the one, that should be the game plan. Start your own small subdivision, your own compound. You take care of each other, whatever the case may be. Here's some other funding opportunities. Okay, here's $7,000. But we do funding stacking because we want to get you the most. Okay, here's 20 bands. We just do funding stacking. So I wanted to share that with y'all. I want to spend a lot of time, because I always do spend a lot of time. I just want to show y'all what other people are out here selling that credit sweep for. If they do it for you, as you can see, credit sweep. Get your student loans, charge-offs, collections, repossessions, and so much more removed from all 3 bureaus. If they do it for you, $1,500. If you just want to buy the guide yourself, $800. And here I am over here telling my cousins that you can get this sweep for not even a fraction of that. If y'all don't catch that with 2 hands, you just not gonna get caught. Okay, period, point blank. I'm not here to beg anybody. I'm just showing you what's working for us, what's working for everybody else, and how it could work for you. You see that bad boy say experience sweep. Your score went up 223 points from a sweep. Okay? This is real and it will help you. We don't have 40 years to go and work to get more money. We need to do it in haste. This is what it looks like when you add a trade line. Okay. All of this positive history is added. The date that this was open was 2019, it's 2025, 7 years. Okay, you become an authorized user. This is how you get your score up real fast by leveraging somebody else's. Here go another one. Okay, after my 7-day credit sweep, because we had the 7-day, now we got the 4-day. Baby was down here flatline in the 500s and went all the way up to over 650, 94 points just after a 7-day sweep. Okay. Same thing. My TransUnion, let's go. 771 to a 783. Okay. So I done showed y'all a lot of receipts when it comes to that. Okay. How I make $10,000 a month selling trade lines. I've shared with y'all my receipts and finna show them, sharing with y'all again. Okay. Let me come on back up here. Where we at? People always gonna need their credit. Don't get it twisted. They always gonna need their credit, okay? May of 2025, $11,000. Go back this way. June of 2025, $9,549. March of 2025, $15,813. April of 2025, $8,893. Little short, but them other $15,000, $11,000 months made up for that. Okay. February, $16,000. It's already been like $80,000 in the last 8 months. Just selling trade lines. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep on moving on. I got receipts, especially if seeing is believing for you. I got receipts all day long. What I would do with this money that I'm making, because this is what we need to be doing, is this right here. Come on over here and get you some of this, okay? Get you 60 acres of land. Baby, do you know that you would be wealthy for the rest of your life? If you went and got you 60 acres of land, do you know what you can build on? For a little bit of nothing? You go get that funding and go purchase it flat out. 60 acres of land. See, this is how you play the game. You use money to buy assets. Long as I got land, I can always trade and leverage. Okay? 20 acres. 60 might be too much for you. 20. This is what you do. Okay? 20 acres. Come buy this land for cheap. You go 20 more acres. I think that's the same one. Here's 40 acres, buy some water. Why is this important? Because I might need a pond to grow fishes if I ever need to eat. Okay. Here's another 40 acres. I got the plug on all of this. Why? Because what I'm teaching you to do is what I have done myself. I only teach what I do because I do what I teach. If you want to get yourself in a better position, especially if you are a believer, let me show you that. Let me show y'all that. I'll come back to this in a minute. Let me show y'all while I'm down here. Just let me show y'all this while I'm over here. In one day, okay, just off of trade lines, Total earnings today, $17,403. I got lots of receipts. I want to make sure that y'all understand, okay? Seeing is believing. This is what our cousins is out here going to go do for whatever reason. They get their credit swept, they get funding, this is what they want to do. That's not what I'm encouraging you to do. You can have a car, that's absolutely fine, okay? But you take this type of money right here, okay? Even the 17,000, you take that type of money right there, you go buy you some land. You and your generations for generations will never be poor. That's what you do. Okay. Don't go buy no car that costs $50,000-$60,000. Soon as you leave off the lot, it's going to depreciate. Don't go do nothing stupid like that. But if that's what you do, then that's what you do. Cool. Okay. I told y'all consumer laws that are absolutely illegal. Late payments are illegal, and there's the law. Inquiries are illegal, and there's the law. Collections are illegal, and there are the laws. Charge-offs are illegal, and there go the laws. Child support is illegal. That's the law for that. Medical collection, illegal. There's the laws for that. Repossessions, illegal. There's the law for that. Bankruptcy, in 4 days have it removed. There go the laws for that. And guess what? That credit business in a box help you get people all the way together. Now, let me keep on moving on. I got the wealth bundle, which is another business in a box. If you want to learn how to get into the Airbnb space, how to wreak havoc in the Turo space, how to get government contracts, how to be the middleman, how to actually make $100,000 in a month, okay, with marketing and digital products. If you want to learn how to start your own virtual call center, if you want to learn how to go get funding from CDFI lenders with nothing more than a business plan. No EIN, no LLC, a business plan. This is what I want to start, and this is how I'm going to spend the money. A business plan is going to break it down for them. You can go get you $50,000 to $60,000 up front, and that's what's going to help you buy that business that already got passive income coming into it. And then you get those documents. You now the business owner, and you go get that big bag from the SBA. That's how we play the game. Okay. So I have the wealth bundle. I normally sell it at $97. It is fully loaded. Fully loaded with all kinds of stuff. How to do $10,000 in 30 days. If you wanted the $100,000 marketing framework, how to put it together, how to do it. It's simple. Okay. I'm not even gonna cap. It's the easiest money you'll ever make on your butt sitting at the house. Real talk. Okay. If you want to get access to these lenders that give out funding with just a business plan, that's also in there. Grants. You can get $200,000 to $400,000 every single month in free money. The templates is there. Everything about wealth is in this wealth box. I normally sell it for $97. I am going to sell it on this live for half of the price, $50. I'm not selling it later for somebody else to come and grab it later. No, it's right here, right now. If you want anything that I'm offering, you got to be ready. Okay. So that whole entire wealth bundle, I have sold it. I have applied it. It took my business to the next level. And if I can be real with you, the trade lines is inside of the business wealth bundle. That's how I even learned the game about the trade lines. It was inside of there. Okay. So you can get that for $50. You can put a 4 in the chat if you want that. Since everything is going digital and United States will be the crypto capital of the world, according to Donald Trump and everybody else who've been saying that's what the plays is all about, I did a whole stock and a whole crypto masterclass showing you how to set up your wallet, how to use AI to actually pick the winning stocks, how to know which stable coin to get invested into, which one is surging, which one is doing good, right? Because we want to always be at buying at all times. Buying at all times, BAA, buy at all times. Good times, bad times, middle times. You want to know how to grow your dough and how to grow your dough in investments. If you don't want nothing to do with crypto, which I have to inform all of us, whether we like it or not, that is going to be the currency. That is going to be the currency. Okay? Period, point blank. So I have the stock in crypto. It's over 7 hours. Show you how to pick the winning stocks. If Donald Trump is saying, hey, we're going to go invest in drones to watch the prisoners out at Alcatraz, I'm going to go grab me a stock in drones and in technology. Success leaves clues. If he said we're going to bring manufacturing back to America, then I am going to go invest in stock around manufacturing. I'm going to go invest in stock around the Bureau of Prisons because they are arresting and deporting migrants. You have to, and this is what this whole entire workshop will teach you. You get 2 of those workshops, both of those workshops for $50. I charge $497 for the 4-day intensive. Took me 4 days to teach this. You get it for $50. Put a 5 in the chat if you want that. Okay. Was number 2 $50? No. Number 2 was $250. That's the credit repair business in the box. The sweep is $50, but the credit repair business in the box for 3 people is $250. You put a 5 in the chat if you want the stock and crypto masterclass, where you can start getting yourself familiarized with what it is, set it up. You know, this is a godly person who actually taught the course for us, helped us get our wallets and all of that stuff set up. Of course, I taught it, but we also had one of my mentors come on and just sprinkle us with that game so we can get everything together, how to set it up, how to read it, how to avoid being scammed, the whole 9 yards, okay? Put a 5 in the chat if you want that. Now we're getting ready to get into some other stuff. So those are my low ticket offers that I have that I'm just giving y'all for $50. I also have one more thing. I just seen it on the paper. If you want 7,500 done for you digital products, everything is going digital. It's great to have one thing in the digital space, at least one thing in the digital space. But if you got 7,500 ways to get paid, you are in the dough. When I tell you, we got everything from marketing to AI to budgeting to self-care, spirituality, parenting, pregnancy journals. It is full of 7,500 products that people want to buy, and you ain't even had to create not one. You ain't had to create not one. Literally, you download it, you ready to sell. Hey, make your payment if you want this self-care journal. Okay. If you want your soft girl era. If you need help budgeting and marketing, okay, I have a diabetes tracker in here for those who need to regulate their blood sugar. A fitness journal in here if you're working on how many reps or whatever. It is 7,500 done for you digital products. You don't have to put nothing together. You literally just sell. It's already done for you. Put a 6 in the chat if you want that. And that is the last thing that I'm going to let go on this live for $50. Okay. I originally sold that 7,500 done for you digital products for $97. And that's a hell of a discount. It costs a lot more to put 7,500 done for you digital products inside of a platform that you can just go take one by one and sell. If you sold each digital product inside of this bundle for $97, you would have $750,000. If you said, I'm going to sell everything inside of this bundle for $47, you would have $350,000. You still be well over 6 figures with just this one bundle that I'm offering you for $50. Okay. Here goes some mentorships you might be interested in getting into because I'm offering them very heavily discounted. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the medical courier list. If you want to use your car to turn it into cash and make you $2,000 a day to $2,000 a week, it just really depends on you. Okay. Yep, I'm getting to that. I forgot the coloring books, but I'm getting to that. If you want to learn how to use your card and turn it from a bill to an ATM machine, the medical courier, all of the stuff that I'm selling to you can be sold. So you cannot say, oh, I don't have nothing to sell. I don't have nothing to fall back on. They take my job. They take my government benefits. I don't have nothing to fall back on. Yes, you do. This is an investment into your future. Whether you use it now or later, it is an investment into your future. And if we're going digital, you better get you some digital too. Okay. So I do have the medical courier list. It has 150 different apps that you can go and use your car to make good money. Say no Uber or no Lyft. I get to pick if I want to go across town for a $250 pickup to go take a part from auto parts to the mechanic shop. I get to determine if I want to get $2,000 for transporting that heart to the hospital. If I want to make $310 transporting that urine sample from the doctor's office to the lab to be tested. Okay. You get to pick. But I have the list of the top highly paying medical courier. We call it medical courier. That's what they call it, but it's you can pick up catering, food for billionaires, office parties, or whatever. It's not just all medical equipment. I have that medical courier list and the play on how to make $2,000 a day or $2,000 extra per week, depending on you and your time. I have that. I normally sell it for $97. You're going to get it for $50, okay? The coloring book workshop is going to be $97. I did not discount that because I am going to teach you how to make six figures from coloring books. And this will be done live with you, okay? Most of this other stuff, it's already done for you. You're ready, set to go. But this involves my time. So $97 for me to show you how to make coloring books for children, for adults, for business owners, hair care, all kind of sell products using a coloring book. My children have coloring books as assets to pay for their college or to fund the trust that they're in. They have assets, not toys. I don't go spend money on toys, not unless I'm like, hey, I want y'all to have this toy, or you guys had a great week. Would you like to go pick out a toy? No. For birthdays, my grandchildren's, they get books. They get assets where they can collect royalties every month. Your mama ain't got to worry about how she's going to feed you. Okay? And I ain't got to worry about marketing your book either because it's already published over there on Amazon. So I'm going to show you how to create the coloring book. I'm also going to show you how to publish it. Okay? On Amazon without saying, hey, can you buy my book? No, people come over there and buy books every day. If you turn it into an Audible book, you're going to get double paid. But I'm going to show you all of that. That workshop is $97. So I said 20 minutes, and good Lord, I've been here 30 minutes, but I got to get it all out, okay? I got to get it all out because I ain't making no more lives. I done deleted all the other lives. It's going to be the last live that I make. You can either build with me right now or you can buy from me. Simple as that. You can build with me right now or you can buy from me, beloved. That's just how it goes. I don't have 2, 3, 4 more hours to invest into people that really just want to sit around and listen. I don't want to do that. I want to take people that I am assigned to by the hand and show them what God wants me to show them. And that is to lead them into their financial promised land. That is to lead them to go build that big old ark so that they can preserve their families, however God is going to use them. If that's buying land, if that's starting a school, it don't matter. However God is going to use you to preserve you and your family during the upcoming hellish days because we are in the beginning. Matthew 24 say, when you see these things happening, wars and rumors of wars, nation rising up against nation, wickedness, everything that we're seeing now, know that this is not the end. It's just the beginning. So we best to get ourselves together. Okay? Um, what else did I went over that. I also have the 6-figure faceless YouTube boot camp. It is 4 weeks. I charge $297 to show you how to use an AI avatar to make you 6 figures on YouTube every month like clockwork. You ain't got to show up with your face. You ain't got to show up with your voice. If you want to make calming videos for the night, the views will get you paid. If you want to make Bible prayers of warfare, stories, you want to make biblical stories, you want to make cooking video, it don't matter what you want to make. Okay, you want to make health and wellness, motivational quotes, whatever it is that you want to make, I'm going to show you how to do that in 4 weeks and be monetized. And you're going to get some brand deals. I'm going to give you the list of brand deals who will pay you to promote their products on your YouTube channel. I'm going to show you how to take one YouTube channel and turn that bad boy into 6 figures through affiliate marketing, through offering your own link on there, through subscriptions, through super chats. I'm going to show you the whole 9 yards. Okay. That is normally I'm charging $297 for that workshop because you're going to get so much in that workshop. But if you want to get in on that workshop, even though my time is coming, I'm going to give a couple of y'all a discount to get in on YouTube. When I say TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all pay me religiously. Okay. Whether 0 people come on I still get paid. I have memberships. I have subscriptions. I have it all on all platforms. I'm invited to sit at the creators funds on Facebook, on TikTok. I'm invited to go and learn the strategies before they ever hit mainstream. Right now, TikTok is giving away a lot of money for views. A lot of money. People is cashing out $4,000, $5,000 for you telling them, hey, TikTok is over here giving away money and all you got to do is click that link, right? Something super simple as that, okay? So I'm going to show you how to make 6 figures in 30 days, be monetized, and have brand deals. And this don't mean you got to turn on a camera, put on no makeup, comb your hair, get your hair cut. We're going to do it all faceless with AI, okay? I am going to allow y'all to get in on that for $97. I charge $297. That is $200 taken off right here, right now. It goes back to $297 as soon as this live ends. Okay. All right. If you guys want to get in on government contracts, this is where that big bag is at. It's a real big bag. When the government spends money, they spend it with small businesses. That's what most people don't know. Okay, that money going to Ukraine didn't go directly to Ukraine and went to a government contractor specialist like me who would send the products that Ukraine needs. Y'all need Pampers over there? I got you. Water, got you. Blankets, got you. Clothes, shoes, pads, hairbrushes, toothbrushes. We're the ones who the government gives that big money to take care of other nations. We are the ones. And one thing that they are giving a lot of money out on right now, transportation, all these floods, they need waters and pallets and stuff transported, okay? You never have to do the work. You just got to let the goat teach you exactly what to do. I don't do the work. You see me spending time with y'all, but I'm in the contracting space, okay? I can go get a $10,000 contract for some cans of tuna. I can go get a $50,000 contract for some bags of ice. You just need to know. In fourth quarter, we are entering fourth quarter. And I really want y'all to take advantage of all of these disasters and all of these emergencies. Because when there is a disaster and an emergency, the price is triple. It goes all the way up. What would normally be a $20,000 contract now becomes a $200,000 contract. What would normally be $100,000 contract now becomes $1 million contract. Why? Because we need you with urgency. We need the leaves and stuff picked up. We need the trees and stuff removed. We need debris removed. We need water bottles in. Okay. So disaster recovery in the government contracting space. Fourth quarter, the budget has already been set. If you are a minority, a woman, a veteran, if you are a disadvantaged business, they have $1.9 trillion allocated to us. It ain't too many of us that know about this, okay? I can tell you, in a crowd of government contractors, those of us that look like me would look like little specks sitting amongst everybody else. There are contracts they will hand to you in office if you showed up having one of those certifications. There's contracts other nations can't get unless they involve us, okay? Did you see my email? I sent you, I did reply to your email, beloved. Go check your email. I did reply to your email and sent you some resources. I did already, okay? So I have my government contract and community. I know this is probably like one of the dumbest ideas I have ever done. To get in government contracts to begin with, when its regular price is $5K. I have offered it at discounts, in different intervals for $9.97. I am going to allow about 2 or 3 of y'all to get in this government contract and get yourself ready for quarter 4. And let me help you get all the way dressed for quarter 4. Build your business credit, structure you the right way so you can go get money right out of your backyard. Right out of your backyard. This ain't even got to be on a federal level. I don't care if you got a background. I don't care if you don't know nothing about it. This has nothing to do with you as a person. We build an entity that does not have a past, that does not need to be fingerprinted, that does not have a background, and we go get paid by the biggest spenders and the biggest buyers in the world, and that is the United States government. That is how you go and you get your wealth back. That's how you stop asking for reparations and just go get them. I'm going to let a couple of y'all get in that mentorship, which you will get you a government contract 2 weeks to 90 days after starting the mentorship. Guaranteed. For $450. Put a 7 in the chat. I done lost count of the number, okay? But y'all don't lose count. 7 in the chat if you want to join the Gov Money University mentorship. Normally, a $5,000, you finna be exposed to trillions of dollars. And I'm not just gonna show you one way to get government contracting. I'm gonna show you multiple ways. Okay, we gonna skin the cow over here and the cat too. We ain't leaving nothing on the table. Once we get in, we taking over. Hello, somebody. So I have that. I'm not going to stay there too long because I ain't going to beg y'all to get in on that. If you want to get some money in this fourth quarter, I'm opening it up for you to get in for a discounted price to get you your reparations back. They buy land. They buy hair. They buy everything that we buy. And really, if you went and bought you some land and got you a, but sister, I really need to ask you something, especially tonight, but not on here, please. Well, you got to message me. What I seen in your message was like a screenshot of a photo, and I sent you information. I know you don't want to put it on here, but email me, okay? Email me, and when I jump off in a minute, then I will check it. I checked it when you told me on the last live, and then responded accordingly. But go ahead and email me, and I will get back to you, okay? So I got the government contract and community, some mentorship, $450. If you want to learn how to start investing internationally, now this is a big thing, okay? No, not that. Well, I didn't see nothing else from you. So email me right now. I did not see anything else from you. So email me now. And you probably want to start a new email thread, because if you're emailing on the same email thread, it might get lost, and that's probably why I didn't see it. If you want to start a international automated business over in Kenya, Africa, Senegal, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, stuff such as Airbnbs over there, such as cafes, such as schools, selling digital products, anything informational, health and wellness. We are setting this up, okay? This is a mentorship where I am going to show you how to build and automate an international business. Let the United States dollars crash. You still set up real well. If you wanted to go and visit for 6 months at your property, you could. If you wanted to go stay for 2 weeks, take your family, you can do that as well. Okay. If you just wanted to work remotely and work this thing from the United States while you making money over there, you get to do that as well. Okay. You get access to lenders, you get access to realtors that are on the ground putting this together for you. It is very cheap. Help you with your visa, because you're going to need a visa to be able to buy land over there. You're going to need a visa to be able to start a business over there. Help you with all of your documentation. You can up and have this done in 45 days or less, just depending on you. Okay. Doesn't take long at all, but you're going to get access to everything that you need. It's called the cheat code, but it's going to be all automated, and you can work it from anywhere in the United States. I'm only going to take 2 more people over there, okay? I'm only going to take 2 more people. I charged $497, okay, for the international automated business. I felt led to do this. Whenever America go down, I got somewhere to go, me and my children. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm only going to let 2 more people in to this mentorship for $250 on this live. Goes back to $497 soon as this live ends. Straight up, okay? Um, Land bankers mentorship. If you want to learn where to go buy land, where to flip it, how to get USDA loans for the land, how to get funding and finances for the land, how to get connected, how to put your land in a trust. If you want to learn any of the above, my mentorship is $997 for the land bankers. You can get in for $450 on this live. If you want to learn where to go buy houses for under $500, in certain states, $1,000 will buy you a home. Okay, you use your business credit in case it need to have any repairs. You put that bad boy on the market at market value. You can rent it out, or you can get your beautiful self over there in that government contracts and let them pay you lots and lots of money, $20,000 per room, for you to start some type of transitional home, some type of, rehabilitation home, some type of, halfway home, group home, don't matter. Okay. They pay big money, especially Medicaid. So I have the Land Bankers Mentorship for $450. Woo! Father, I told you I had a lot of stuff. Y'all want to hear the other stuff, or y'all good? Okay, because I'm still just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. If y'all want to hear it, let me know. Okay, I'll talk as fast as I can. Let me know if y'all good with what y'all have heard. We can just stop right there. Okay, but if you want to know some of the other mentorships that I'm offering at a really, really, I'm literally just giving this stuff away on this live. Okay? So y'all gotta let me know. Y'all got 60 seconds for me to say yes or no. I need to see if y'all want to see the rest of this stuff. If not, I already got this packaged up for my AI twin to sell this stuff straight up. One thing that I will offer is I have 2 done for you Shopify drop shipping stores. Okay? All of the products. Now, I cannot give you no discount on these ones. That's why it's at the bottom of the barrel. This is fully built out for you. Products are added. All your advertisement is done for you. All of your marketing meaning that the sales is done for you. Once you have this business handed to you within 24 hours, you are going to make sales straight up. Okay? And got receipts for that as well. See if I can pull them up real quick. And it ain't going to take me no whole long time. Close that out. Let me see where you at. Because I had just saw it not too long ago. But these stores are done for you. We pick the winning product, so you don't got to say, well, I want this as my winning product. No, we know what the people want. So we pick it according to deep research, what the people want. We fill the products up on your Shopify store for you. Okay. We do all your advertisement, your graphics, your videos to sell the product to the people that is looking desperately for the product that we built. Okay. So we market it. When we hand it over to you, you just reap the benefits. You reap the harvest. You might have to learn how to, approve a sale or push the click so it go through, but nothing no more than that. Okay. In real life, everything is literally done for you. It is a $997. You will have this store back in 10 days. Okay. I'm going to just say 10 days because the sister got into an accident. She normally give them back in 7 days, 7 to 10 days. So I'm going to say 7 to 10 days after you, purchase it, you will have you a ATM, a cash making money machine. It is first come, first serve. There's only 2 spots. You ain't even heard me mention them no more because those is pretty much off the market. She's selling them now for $2,500. And they making people money. Where is these receipts? Come on now. So you can see other people making money from their stores. It's not cap, it's real. Let me see if I can, okay. Let me see if I can block out some of the information. All right, so these done for you stores, these are other people's receipts. Okay, my store was finished yesterday. Already got 2 drop shipping sales. Already got sales. You get sales 24 hours after it is handed over to you. Okay, here's another one. Gabe had 2 sales back to back, 16 orders within 24 hours of being handed this. Excuse my language, but ding. Okay, no games being played. Let me blow this up. Just made my first drop shipping store sale ever. Okay, these are done for you. I only have 2 spots. She's not doing them. This is exactly what you would get. It's automated passive income. Once your store is set up, it runs 24/7 without you lifting a finger. Your store works for you, bringing in income while you sleep. There's no stress or overwhelm. Forget about the complex task of managing the store. Finding products or getting visitors, we handle all of that. You just sit back and watch the sale roll in. Expert production selection. You'll receive products that are tried, tested, and top selling, ensuring a high chance of success right from the start. All-inclusive support. You're never alone in this. The team will provide ongoing support, ensuring everything runs smoothly and that you are always on track to minimize. Sign up, automate, set up. We handle everything, including the store design, product integration, and your traffic. So you ain't got to be like, oh, I got a store, but I don't know where to sell it. No, you ain't got to do that. It's already done for you. Okay. And it is $997, but you got 16 sales. I mean, you didn't got your money back. You making sales, literally 24 hours after it's handed to you, and then you making sales every day consistently forever, then, that's one heck of a return on your investment. All right. Let me go through these real quick. I will build a digital business in a box for you. If you don't want nothing to do with AI, you don't want nothing to do with learning how to put it all together, build you a community that want to buy your digital products or whatever it is, you need a business set up for you. You just don't want to set it up for you. Normally, I charge $2,500 to complete your whole entire business in a box, create your website, build out your community, get it full with people inside of the community that wants to buy your digital products. Okay. I will also create you, a talking avatar to sell it for you so that you ain't ever got to worry about selling it. I will do this digital business in a box. Normally charges $2,500 for it. I am going to give a couple of people the opportunity to get it built for you, have it turned over to you within 14 to 21 days at $997. My husband is offering his done for you transportation business where he will go ahead, and I believe the flyer is here so we can just keep it cute. And I ain't trying to remember all of his stuff, but here we go, right here. He offered this at 2,500. He's actually going to allow two people to take advantage of a fully built out, done for you turnkey non-CDL transportation, which he will do all of your registration and compliance setup. He will find the fleet for you. Okay, he will get the fleet and find it for you. This is what method of fleet we're going to use. We will go ahead and give you the government contract plug-in because they are giving millions of dollars to people in transportation. Operations and management systems, which ones you are going to need, such as QuickBooks to automate and simplify everything in your life. Automations and AI tools, how these tools work in your business. And then we're going to go ahead and build you some business credit and get you the trade line boost. Okay. All of that work is done for you for two people. I said $997. He said $1,497. He was taking $1,000 off. But because I said $997 for two people, it will be $997. And I will explain to him why. If you guys want that. Lastly, I only got two more that I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna leave the rest of them there. I have a VIP day with me personally. I'm only going to take about a handful, maybe 3 to 5. We're going to go on a VIP land banking day where you will come here to Texas. You will mastermind with me. Okay. We will go pick out some land, and not only some land, but some modular homes that you could qualify for with as little as a 575 credit score. These are tiny homes that you can put on your land. Okay. This is land that's by waterfronts. You can take these modular homes. If you want to live in it yourself, you are welcome to do that. You can start a tiny home community. If you go by a half acre or an acre, you can start a tiny home community. I'm going to give you access to the developers who will bring out the tiny homes, make deals with you, and then you can use the USDA to actually get funded for the building. So you never come out of your pocket with anything. You can use business credit to furnish it, to floor it, whatever. It's already fully built out. But if you want to take it up to the next level and offer high luxury, affordable housing, then you can put yourself in a really prosperous position. Okay. I only want 3 to 5. I'm going to give you an early bird discount. Normally, you cannot sit with me in no type of mastermind at all for under $10,000, where I am pouring solely into you and giving you the game that's going to make you $1 million. There's no way at all. Okay. But I am going to allow 3 to 5 people. I really need to show y'all what to do and how to do it. And I'm only taking a handful. I told God. In times where I can't get up, or there's times where I'm down and I'm grieving, the movement must still keep moving. And I want to be obedient to God and show 3 to 5 of y'all how to do this, not only in Texas, Florida, any state. I give you the game, and then you take it and spread it like wildfire, okay? You build on it. If you want to build here in Texas, I'm going to give you lists of other counties and states where you can go snatch this up for absolutely cheap. I'm going to show you the land that I'm going to take you on this VIP day. This land is going to be where you can actually finance it. I'm going to show you how to parcel off your land. So many different things. You're going to spend a VIP day with me. Okay. Period. Point blank. We're going to be together a whole entire day, eat our meals, plan, execute, build out our plan, and then we're going to, hey, we're going to go with this home. This is what we're going to do. Give you access to the developers, the builders, the funders, the whole 9 yards. Okay. I have a whole entire book of investors that are willing to invest into any real estate deals, even those ones. Okay. So I have 3 to 5 spots. It is $997 to come and spend the whole entire day with me. You will be responsible, of course, for getting here. But once you're here, I'm going to make sure you're taken care of for sure. And you're going to get to hang with Dr. Worlds. I haven't did any masterminds or any VIP days with Dr. T in almost 2 years just because of what I was dealing with. But it's time. Okay. And God has called me to do that. Last but never least, I got the fully funded. Fully funded. Now, what that means is that I will do the work for you. Okay. I charge $2,000 for this. I'm only going to allow 2 of y'all to get in on this opportunity. Then I'm going to get out y'all way. I will get you funded on the front end through the CDFI or the SBA. So off top, you get your money that you invested back right away. I am going to go after cleaning and fixing your credit in the middle, because we need you to get to a 720 if you're not there. And if you are there, then we need your portfolio to look really, really beautiful, okay, on purpose. So I will get you funded while we fix you in the middle. Then we're going to turn around and go get that big bag that you're seeing on the screen, okay? There's a 10% off of that. We set up your merchant account. We liquidate the monies that they're giving to you on a credit card, so you actually have tangible cash. And then we give you a plan of what you can do with that money. It's not something that you have to strictly adhere to. It is just our advice. Hey, if I got 450,000, this would be a better plan for you to take this and go do this and do that and make more money, make your money have more money, and make your money have more money. And then this is how you can go back and go rinse, wash, and repeat that. So we give you a plan of action. Okay. But we do have the fully funded, and it is fully funded. You get funded on the front end and the back end, and then you get yourself all the way together in the middle on the credit end. Okay. Normally, we've been running that promo instead of 5,000 for 2,000. But for, I'll say 2 to 3 at the most. I'm not interested in serving the masses. I want to be very intentional with who I serve. So I keep my numbers real low. In case you heard me saying with 2 or 3 people, it's only for those that are ready. And it's only for those that are ready to go right now and that have been assigned for me to help right now at this moment. If it's you later on, I can respect that. But it's only for the handful of people. I believe I teach 3, those 3 go teach 3, and then those 3 go teach 3. We can start a million dollar movement, a millionaire movement, a million man movement, or million woman movement just by doing it like that. And it's very comfortable for me to do. So is there any questions for me? How many of y'all is snatching up any of these opportunities? Because I'm dang on show going to give y'all 4 minutes. Let me put on my timer. When I have been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes, I'm going to end the live. Okay? I'm going to give you guys some time to take advantage of any opportunities that you want. Let me know which ones you are going to snatch up, which ones you want, and then I'm going to hop off your timeline. Let me go ahead and set the timer, because when the timer ends, then yeah, it's over. I'll get to sing it for. If you have any questions to ask, you can ask them if you like. I have to jump off here in just a moment and go and show a client how to get to the bag using artificial intelligence. Louder, I sing louder. All right, let me go ahead and put on that timer. We have, I'm going to say, 5 minutes. Okay, start. All right, so the timer is set, okay? That's how many minutes you got to get what you need. Timer is set. That's how many minutes you got to get what you need. I need to speak with you first, please. Got to use the ladies' room. I told you to email me, beloved. I told you to email me. Okay. I'm not gonna say that these discounts gonna be available after this live, because I gotta be a woman of my word, and I absolutely mean that the offers that I have offered y'all will not be available when I end this live. Any other questions? 4 minutes and 7 seconds exactly is what we got left. Oh, excuse me. I am so apologetic about that. Let me take this off the screen. With my whole I can answer any questions. If y'all don't have any questions, y'all ain't gonna get anything. I'm gonna go ahead and end the live, okay? Don't say ain't nobody came by here to help y'all, because Dr. T did. And after this live, I kid you not, right hand on the Bible, you ain't gonna never get a discount from me again, okay? And you will pay me if you want any of these programs. Not to say that these programs will be going away. They will be going into my mid-ticket mentorships. Mastermind is a high ticket, but my mid-ticket mentorships, that's where they will be going. We have 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and start shutting this down over here, okay? If you are interested in any of the opportunities that I have offered, you definitely need to hit my DM. When I respond back to you, you definitely need to be ready to go, because you can't see the information that I'm about to share with them over here, okay? But if you are interested, hit my DM and I will send you the information, family. It has been nice. It has been amazing. I want y'all to pay attention to, don't think it's strange when you see, my assistant working for me and not me coming here sitting for hours. You will see short snippets of my assistant working for me. Don't want you to be alarmed. Still gonna be the same old type of situation, okay? But I'm just gonna be selling. I'm not out here to convince anybody. I'm not out here to prime or pump up anybody, or drag anybody, force anybody to do anything. I have came here from a place of love, because I don't want you to perish. Okay, I don't want anybody to perish. But my time is up. And this is my last final time offering these opportunities, especially at a discounted rate. I made it very affordable. Today is National Payday. Okay? Everybody and their mama. Today is National Payday. And I made it very easy. 1 minute and 33 seconds. So I love y'all. And stay tuned for my assistant. She will be coming by here with some hot stuff. And if you want to get in on those hot things that they're coming by here with, new and approved, then of course it will not be discounted prices, just so we know, just so we're clear. All right, love y'all. All right, love you guys over here on Instagram. We got 1 minute, okay? 1 minute and all this disappears. 58 seconds and then all this disappears. I'm going to be fair and wait the time that I said. If you are interested in anything, information is right here at the bottom of the screen. You see the ticker going by to say share, comment. Right above that, all the payment processing platforms that I accept is right there on the screen. It is also in the description of the video. So if you click that, see more, everything that I accept and that I'm offering is inside of that description. Okay. All right, 18 seconds and we're done. I love y'all. It has been wonderful meeting most of you beautiful people, serving you, educating you, sharing with you the wisdom and stuff that the Most High has given to me. I love you with the love of God. I pray that you and your family receive nothing but the best. I pray that you don't delay and procrastinate, and that you take things serious for what they are, while we have been given multiple warnings, and while God has even himself given us grace to get ourselves together. With that being said, I will see y'all the next time. Mwah.